Dear First Secondary, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud with you today to introduce a new mathematics lesson. Today, inshallah, we have Trigonometry, Unit 2, Lesson 6. The lesson is called Finding the Measure of an Angle Given one of its trigonometric ratios. This lesson, inshallah, is the last lesson in the trigonometry in this term. This lesson depends on finding the angle by using sine, cosine, or tan, or sec, cosec, and cotan. As we studied in the related angles, let's start the lesson. Example 1 with us. Find in degrees the measure of the smallest positive angle theta satisfying number 1 sine theta equal 0.6. Okay, now sine theta equal 0.6. To find theta, we make shift sign 0.6. This is by using the calculator like this. Shift sign 0.6 and close the brackets equal 36 degrees 52 minutes and 11.6. 11.6, 6 is strong, so 11 will be 12. Okay, the angle will be like this: 36 degrees 52 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay, here sine theta is positive, and the sign is positive by using the asterisk rule in the first and in the second quadrants. But because he asked me find the positive, the smallest positive, so I'm going to use the smaller angle which belongs to the first degree. So in the first quadrant, theta equal 36 degrees 52 minutes and 12 seconds. Now tan theta equal 2.4577. Okay, first shift 10, 2.4577 equal 67 degrees 51 minutes and 33.6, which equal 34 seconds. Now theta here, tan theta is positive in the first and in the third quadrants, but here because he asked me the smallest, so I will choose the first quadrant. Okay, in the first quadrant, theta equal 67 degrees 51 minutes 37 seconds. Okay, number 3, cosec theta equal negative 2.5466. Okay, I can't write cosec directly in the calculator, but I can write in terms of sine. How come? Like this. I'm going to write sine, shift sine, and when we write the angle, we write the positive angle as a positive measurement like this: 2.5466. But to change the sign into cosec, I will write power negative 1. Okay, so I'm going to write like this: shift sine 2.5466. This is sine. I need cosec, so I will press x power negative 1 like this. So I will close the bracket and press equal. So the angle will be 23 degrees 7 minutes 16.99 or 17 seconds. Okay, it will be like this: 23 degrees 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, here cosec is negative in the third and in the fourth quadrant. I will choose the smallest which is the third. So in the third quadrant, the angle is theta equal 180 plus this number, 23 degrees 7 minutes 17 seconds. It will be 203 degrees 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, now I need to remind you the angles in four quadrants. Here we have the four quadrants like this. In the first quad, the angle is called theta. In the second quad, 180 minus theta. In the third quad, 180 plus theta. In the fourth quad, 360 minus theta. Okay, because here the angle belongs to the third quadrant, so it will be 180 plus the number given, so it will be 203 degrees 7 minutes 17 seconds. You can check this one by write this one cosec this number in the calculator. It gives negative 2.5466 and so on. Okay, here number 4. Cotan theta equal negative 1.4612. The first step, I need to find shift cotan, but I haven't shift cotan. I will write it as shift 10 1, not negative 1.4612 and power negative 1, don't forget, equal. Okay, I will write it again in the calculator. Shift 10 1.4612 x power negative 1 to change 10 into cotan. So it equals 34 degrees 23 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay, I will write the angle here, 34 degrees 23 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay, cotan is negative in the second and fourth quads. Again, cotan is negative in second and fourth. Because I choose the smallest, so I will choose the second quad. It will be 180 minus the angle. So theta equal 180 minus the smallest angle, 34 degrees 23 minutes and 12 seconds. So finally the angle equals 145 degrees 36 minutes 48 seconds. Example 2 thus: theta between 0 and 360. So I will find all the possible values of theta and find theta which satisfies the following. Number 1, sine theta equal 0.86603. Okay, the first step, I will write shift sign 0.86603, which equals 60 degrees. Now this, since sine theta is positive, okay, therefore theta belongs to the first and the second quads by using the asterisk rule. I will remind you the asterisk rule. A S T C, all sine, tan, cosine. Okay, now in the first and in the second, okay, I will start with the first here, quad, and the second quad here. Okay, in the first quad the angle is theta direct, theta equal the angle, the given angle direct, 60 degrees. In the second quad it is 180 minus 60 degrees. This is theta equal, which is 120 degrees. Cosine theta equal 0.642, negative 0.642. First step, I will write shift cosine zero, not negative, 0.642. It's equal 50 degrees, 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Here cosine theta is negative, okay, in the second and fourth quad. Here the second quad. Okay, in the second quad the angle is theta equal 180 minus this number, 50 degrees, 3 minutes, 32 seconds. So the angle equal 129 degrees, 56 minutes, 28 seconds. And it's not in the fourth, it's in the third. Okay, in the third quad, theta equal 180 plus the given number, which is 50 degrees, 3 minutes, 32 seconds. It's equals to 130 degrees, 3 minutes, 32 seconds. Okay, by using the same given, okay, here cosec theta equal negative 1.2576. Okay, first I will start with shift cosec, but there isn't shift cosec, so I will write shift sine and write power negative 1. Okay, I don't write negative, I will write the positive value 1.2576 to the power negative 1 by using x power negative 1, which gives me 52 degrees and 40 minutes 15 seconds. Cosec is negative in the third quad and in the fourth quad. Okay, in the third quad, theta equal 180 plus the smallest angle, which is 52 degrees 40 minutes 15 seconds. It's equal to 232 degrees 40 minutes and 15 seconds. In the fourth quad, theta equal 360 minus the smallest angle 52 degrees 40 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, the answer is 307 degrees 19 minutes 45 seconds. Okay, number 4, tan theta equal 1.5417. Shift tan 1.5417 equal 57 degrees 1 minute 52 seconds. Okay, now tan is positive in the first quadrant and in the third quadrant. Okay, in the first quadrant, theta equal the smallest angle 57 degrees 1 minute 52 seconds. In the third quad, theta equal 180 degrees plus the smallest angle 57 degrees 1 minute 52 seconds, which equals 237 degrees 1 minute 52 seconds. Example 3. If the terminal side of angle theta in the standard position intersect the unit circle at the point B, then find the measure of angle theta where theta belong between 0 and 360. Here, by looking carefully, here x is positive and y is positive, so this one belongs to the first quadrant. Again, this one belongs to the first quadrant. Okay, the first step, I'm going to choose, this is cosine theta and this is sine theta. I'm going to choose one of them to find the angle, so I will start with cosine. I will make shift cosine root 3 over 2, which equals 30 degrees. Okay, here this point B belongs to the first quadrant. So in the first quad, theta equal the smallest measurement, which equal 30 degrees. Okay, the next one. Here, this point x is positive, y is negative. This point belongs to the fourth quadrant. Okay, I will start here. Cosine is 6 over 10 and sine equal negative 10 over negative 8 over 10. Okay, it's better to choose the cosine because it's already positive, so I will make shift to cosine 6 over 10 equals 53 degrees 7 minutes and 48 seconds. In the fourth quad, theta equal 360 minus the smallest angle, which is 53 degrees 7 minutes 48 seconds. It's equal 306 degrees 52 minutes and 12 seconds. Here we have example 4. In this example, find the degree measure of angle theta in each of the following. Number 1, theta here, it's opposite 8 and it's adjacent 5. So I will find theta by using 10. So theta equal shift 10, 8 over 5, which equal 57 degrees 59 minutes 40 seconds. By looking to theta, this is a right angle triangle. 7 is the adjacent and 9 is the hypotenuse. Okay, so adjacent and hypotenuse, it's cosine theta. So I will find theta by using shift to cosine. Shift to cosine 7 over 9. It's equal 38 degrees 56 minutes and 33 seconds. Example 5. Sine theta equals 1 over 3 and theta between 90 and 180, so it is in the second quadrant. Number 1, calculate measure of angle theta to the nearest second. Okay, first shift sine 1 over 3 equals 19 degrees 28 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay, here in the third quad, 90 and 180, it's the second quad. Okay, in the second quad, theta equal theta equal 180 minus the smallest measurement minus 19 degrees 28 minutes and 16 seconds. It's equal 160 degrees 31 minutes and 43 seconds. This is the measurement of angle theta. Required number 2, find the value of each of cosine theta, tan theta, sec theta. Okay, to find this measurement, I have to draw this angle. Okay, I will write I need to draw theta here. I will write right angle triangle in, draw right angle triangle in the coordinate axis. Okay, in the second quadrant, like this. Okay, theta comes from the standard position till this line, because theta belongs to, this is theta, belongs to the second quadrant. Okay, here sine theta equal 1 over 3. Okay, this is a related angle to theta, which is 180 minus theta. Okay, the opposite to this angle is 1. The adjacent, the hypotenuse is 3. To find this line, this number, so I will make square root 3 power of 2 minus 1 power of 2 equals 2 square root 2. So this line, this line equal 2 square root 2, but this is the negative direction of x-axis, so it is negative sign. So the opposite is 1, the hypotenuse is 3, the adjacent is negative 2 root 2. Okay, now cosine theta, the second required. Cosine theta equal adjacent over hypotenuse, negative 2 root 2 over 3. Tan theta equal opposite over adjacent, 1 over 3. Sec theta equal 1 over cosine, which is negative 3 over 2 root 2. Negative 3 over 2 root 2. Example 6. Okay, now sine theta equals 3 over 5, and theta belongs to the second quadrant, as we see here. Find the value of. First, I need to draw theta in the second quadrant, right angle triangle, as the previous example, like this. Okay, as I said before, this is theta in the standard position, and this angle is related to theta, is called 180 minus theta. Okay, the opposite to angle here, sine theta equals 3 over 5. Okay, the opposite is 3, the hypotenuse is 5, the adjacent is, by using Pythagorean theorem, equal 4. Because this line belongs to the negative direction of x-axis, so this one is negative. Okay, now he asked me for what? Cosine 180 minus theta. Remember with me the related angle 180 minus theta. 180 doesn't change the function, so it will be cosine theta. And by looking to the quadrant, 180 minus theta, by looking to the asterisk rule. Here, the second position, the second quadrant. The second quadrant, sine only is positive, so cosine is negative. So I will make negative sign here. Back to the graph, the cosine equal negative 4, the adjacent over hypotenuse, negative 4 over 5. So it will be negative 4 over 5, negative positive, so it will be 4 over 5. Number 2, tan 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta, 180 doesn't change the function, so it will be tan theta. In the third quadrant, this is third quadrant, tan is positive, so it's still positive. Back to the graph, tan theta, tan opposite over hypotenuse, over adjacent, 3 over negative 4, so it will be 3 over 4, negative 3 over 4. Next, here, by using the same example, the required number 3, remember with me, this one was 3, 5, negative 4. Okay, cosec negative theta. Okay, the function which cancels the negative sine and cosine and sec. Okay, so in the cosec we make the negative outside, so it will be negative cosec theta. Okay, negative cosec theta equal, cosec is 1 over sine. The sine theta equal 3 over 5. So cosec equal 5 over 3. So it will be 5 over 3. Don't forget we have here negative. I will make it here. So cosec negative theta equal negative 5 over 3. Number 4, sine 270 minus theta. 270 change the function from sine to cosine. It will make it cosine theta. Okay, this is the third quad. 270 minus theta in the third quad. Okay, sine in the third quad, I'm going to look to the sine, not to the cosine, the main one. Okay, sine in the third quad is negative, so here this is negative. Okay, cosine theta equal negative 4 over 5, so negative cosine theta negative 4 over 5 equal positive 4 over 5. Again, negative 4 over 5 equal positive 4 over 5. Number 5, sine 90 minus theta. 90 change the function. It will be cosine theta. And this is the first quadrant, so it's still positive. And cosine here, negative 4 over 5. So it will be negative 4 over 5. Example 7. Tan 15 tan theta equal plus 8 equals 0. Okay, and theta belongs to the second quadrant as we see. Find the trigonometric functions of angle theta, then find this expression. Okay, this is an equation. I'm going to send 8 here. It will be minus 8. 15 tan theta equal minus 8. And then I'm going to send 15 divide. So it will be negative 15 over 8. Negative 8 over 15. So tan theta equals negative 8 over 15. Okay, I need to draw this one. I'm going to draw a triangle in the second quadrant like this. Okay, here tan equal is opposite over adjacent. This is 8 and this is 15. But here there is a negative sign, of course, because this is negative 15, because it is in the negative direction of x-axis. By using Pythagoras theorem, square root 8 power of 2 plus open bracket negative 15 close bracket power 2, it is equal 17. Okay, remember the hypotenuse forever is positive. Okay, now I need to find the main trigonometrical, all trigonometrical ratios. So I have 10. From 10 I will get cotan theta, which equal negative 15 over 8. And cosine theta equal adjacent over hypotenuse. From cosine I will get sec theta, which equal negative 17 over 15. And sine theta, which is equal opposite over hypotenuse. And from sine I will get cosec theta, which is 17 over 8. Okay, this expression equal to sine theta cosine theta equal 2 times sine theta 8 over 17 times cosine theta negative 15 over 17 it's equal negative 240 over 289. The second, sec 1080 plus theta. 1080 by using the calculator minus 360 equals 720 minus 360 equals 360 minus 360 equal again 1080 minus 360 minus 360 minus 360 equal 0. Okay, so okay, it's equal to 0, so I will cancel this one like this, so it will be sec theta equal negative 17 over 15. Okay, next. Tan alpha equal 3 over 4, and alpha is the smallest positive angle. Tan beta equal 5 over 12. Okay, and beta in the second quadrant. Okay, now by looking to alpha, tan alpha equal 3 over 4. Tan here, alpha here is positive, 3 over 4 is positive, and it is positive in the first and in the third, but he said the smallest positive, so I will choose the first quadrant. I will draw tan alpha in the first quadrant. This is the first one, and beta belongs to the third quadrant between 180 and 270. So alpha belongs to the first and beta belongs to the third. So I will draw triangle in the first and triangle in the third like this. In this triangle, I will draw alpha here. Its opposite 3. Its adjacent 4. Pythagoras theorem, we get the hypotenuse equal 5. And I'm going to draw beta here. Its opposite is 5. Its adjacent is 12. Don't forget, this is the negative direction of x-axis, so 12 is negative. And this is the negative direction of y-axis, so 5 is negative. By using Pythagorean theorem, square root negative 5 power of 2 plus negative 12 power of 2, this one equal 13. Okay, now I draw alpha and beta. I can find this one. So this one equal sine alpha. Sine alpha equal 3 over 5 times cosine beta adjacent over hypotenuse negative 12 over 13 minus cosine alpha adjacent over hypotenuse 4 over 5 times sine beta opposite over hypotenuse negative 5 over 13. Finally, this expression equals negative 16 over 65. The next one, Okay, in this example, 25 sine alpha plus 24 equal 0. First, I'm going to send 24 there. It will be negative 24. And 25 divided, it will be negative 24 over 25. So, sine alpha equal negative 24 over 25. Alpha belongs to the third quadrant. So I'm going to draw a triangle in the third quadrant like this, called alpha. Okay, alpha here, its opposite is negative 24. The hypotenuse 25. So I can find the adjacent. Square root 25 power of 2 minus 20 plus minus open bracket negative 24 all power of 2 equals 7. But here this point, this line segment is the negative direction of x-axis, so it is a negative sign. Okay. Now 5 beta tan beta plus 12 equals 0. I will send 12 minus and divide 5 as a divide. So tan beta equals negative 12 over 5. Okay, beta is the greatest positive angle. Okay, tan beta is negative, and tan is negative in the second and in the fourth. And he said it is the greatest. The greatest is the fourth, not the second. So I will draw a triangle in the fourth quadrant like this. And this represents the angle beta. Okay. The opposite equal negative 12. The adjacent equal positive 5. And this is already positive because this is the positive direction of x-axis. By using the Pythagorean theorem, square root 5 power of 2 plus negative 12 all power of 2 equals 13. Okay, now the first required, sine 180 plus alpha plus cosine 180 minus beta. Okay, before I said 180 doesn't change the function, so it will be sine alpha. 180 plus theta belong to the third quadrant, so it is negative. Sine in the third is negative. Plus cosine 180 doesn't change the cosine, so it will be cosine beta. 180 minus beta in the second quadrant, and cosine in the second quadrant is negative, so it will be negative. Okay. Negative sine alpha. Sine alpha equal opposite over hypotenuse. Negative 24 over 25. So it is negative 24 over 25. It will be positive 24 over 25 plus cosine beta. Cosine beta is the adjacent over hypotenuse is 5 over 13. It will be, because we have negative here, so it is negative 5 over 13 it's equal 187 over 325. The next one. Okay, this is also the rest of the second required of example 9. Don't forget here negative 7, negative 24, 25, and this is alpha, this is beta, 5, 13, and negative 12. Okay, here cosec 180 plus alpha. 180 doesn't change the function, so it will be cosec alpha. But 180 plus alpha in the third quadrant and the cosec is negative in the third. So it is negative cosec. Times cotan 90 minus beta. Cotan change, 90 change the cotan. It will to be 10 beta. This is the first quadrant, so it is negative, it is positive. Minus sec 360 plus alpha, 360 plus alpha, 360 minus 360 equals 0, so it cancel. Fine, it will be sec alpha. 10 360 minus beta, 360 minus doesn't change the function, so it will be 10 beta. 360 minus beta in the fourth quadrant, and the 10 in the fourth quadrant is negative, so it will be negative 10. Okay, now I'm going to substitute negative cosec alpha. Okay, cosec is 1 over sine. Sine alpha is negative 24 over 25, so cosec is 25 over negative 24. Negative negative is positive, so it is 25 over 24. Again, cosec alpha equal 25 over 20 over negative 24. Negative negative is positive. Times 10 beta. Beta 10 opposite over adjacent, negative 12 over 15. Negative 12 over 15 minus sec alpha. Sec alpha, sec is 1 over cosine. Cosine is negative 7 over 25, so sec is 25 over negative 7. So it will be 25 over negative 7 times negative 10 beta. 10 beta equal negative 12 over 5. Negative negative equal positive, so it will be 12 over 5. This expression finally equals 85 over 14. And this is the end of the lesson. I hope it was helpful for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud was with you.